Hello everybody, welcome to episode 4 of the Digimon RE 20th series. So let's get on to the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Digimon. So, our first set of Digimon have not evolved yet, but let's get to the middle screen because we always have a little piece of poop in the center. So, there's our Digis here, and I see the second set have evolved. So, I forget the name of this guy over here. I know he's supposed to be like a monkey creature. He's like a yellow monkey, from what I remember. Or is he the monkey one? I forget. It's actually been a really long time since I've had this guy. But we have him currently. He is doing us decently enough. But overall, been treating the Digis well. As you know, we're going through the positive path still. So, having a wonderful time with that. And the other device, we do actually have a Digi we do know, but let's do this real quickly, because why not? So I want to raise their stats here real quickly. Well, not raise their stats, but give them some stuff here. And then on this side, we have some of these guys too. So let's show them off. We got Ikakumon and Digimon. I do actually know the name of this guy, because if anyone has read the Digimon V-Tamer manga, then you know he is one of the best. I love V-Tamer. I love the manga for V-Tamer. It is probably like one of my favorite Digimon mangas. That and Next, I don't know. If y'all have not read some of the Digimon manga, I recommend go checking it out. They're really good. There's quite a few of them out there, and I've been impressed so far with a lot of them. It's the reason why I like Cross Wars. Even though the anime is kind of meh on Cross Wars, I really love the manga to it, which is probably like one of the weirder statements to probably say about that, but it's probably like one of my favorite things about Cross Wars. So it's like one of those things where it's like, ah. And the V-Tamer manga is also a really fun, joyful experience. Though in the original V-Tamer manga, Digimon here was not originally on a pendulum in the manga. Till, like, they weren't expecting the manga to do as well or whatever, so when the Force device came out, or the Wave 4 device, which would be... Do I have it over here? Trying to move stuff around, because I do have a lot of it organized in a weird sense. Ignore the rattles. There's just a lot of rattles in this area. So, it wasn't until this wonderful device here is when we got Digimon built into a V-Pet form, which is, they mainly did it because the manga was super popular, and they were like, we need him on a device, and they just threw him on a device. The funny part is, the final evolution for Digimon still wasn't actually made yet, so they didn't even know what his final evolution was. So in the original device, it doesn't have an Alt Force Digimon, so it's kind of a little funny thing. And here's another little fun thing for you, if once the screen powers off. But the art on the background of both these is the same one. Though the difference is, there we go. The difference is the original pendulums have way more vibrant art than the older or the newer devices. They just kind of do this on purpose. But there you go. It's kind of a very fun little noticeable thing there. Let's see, put this one back in the area it went into, because these are all slide out drawers. That's kind of how it works. And for those of you wondering what, I don't know if I gave the good old look at the art on this one, but here we go. So here's the original, and here's the newer one. Yeah, the original one was silver blue. It was also came in silver black, but I don't have a silver black one. Well, I do have one. It's just I don't have it near me currently because I need to do a little touch-ups on it and stuff like that. But there we go. I see the art on the original is a little bit more vibrant than the Pendulum 20th. So fun little differences there between devices. And the Wave 2s didn't use art from the originals, which is kind of sad, because if anyone's ever seen some of the other arts, or some of the other little art they used, it's actually pretty cool. So, for example, here is a Virus Buster, and you see it has really cool little art in the background. This one's pretty much an anime device. It takes basically a lot of the stuff from the original adventure and just slaps it in a device, which is pretty cool, but you can clearly tell how the pendulums were very much used as a sort of marketing type tool thing. And then for the Virus Busters, there we go. Or not Virus Busters, Nightmare Soldier, there we go. Very cool looking art there. I sadly don't have a Deep Savers or a Metal Empire as individuals yet, so I can't show those ones off. But I can show off a little bit of stuff here, which is pretty cool. At some point, I'll do a Pendulum series, just like an OG one, because there's still a few differences between the original Pendulums and these wonderful 20th devices here. But it is pretty cool to look back and see some of the few differences between the devices and where they pull from the originals in ways. So let's get on to the fun of today's episode. So in today's episode, we will be doing the whole double battles. So we'll be going in here, doing a tag match, and doing some tags. But before we do that, I figured, since we are both at like a nice solid area between both these devices here, why not do a tag match between both of them? No matter what, they'll evolve, because they both have, at least the first set of them have like their already evolution requirements needed, so overall we're not needing too much in terms of stats or whatever. So let's get into this. Well, these two still need their fights, but might as well do a little fight. And it's okay if like one of them loses, because like I said, they only need, was it 12 victories out of 15? And currently, if one of them loses, it'll be 14 out of the 15. So it doesn't matter. Does not matter. But yeah, let's get to this. So we're going to go to this little connection option here where it shows the little arrows. Go to battle. We're going to do Pendulum. And there you go. It shows 20th and old. So you can't actually battle against the older Pendulums, because the older Pendulums do have their own individual fighting style. This does also mean you can connect it to a Pendulum Progress. So pretty cool little thing right there. We do 20th. And we're going to go to tag. Do the left one for both of these guys. And do the right one for both these guys, because those are the only Digimon we have currently on it. Shriek, 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 shriek. And now, sit down. Press the button on only one of them. I've learned that you're not supposed to press the button on both of them, just only one of them. And there we go. And you get to watch them swap out and stuff like that. It is pretty cool. You also get to see little art assets to go across each one of them, with the little firing sprites. And man, Digimon is clearly, like, wiping the floor with these guys. Like, man. And there we go. First lost on the Silver Black, but does not matter too much. I see they are all fine and dandy. And we got our first nice win on the Silver Blue. That is the connection method. So if I look into all the other methods here, so for Pendulum, it shows the 20th and old. 20th allows for connections against these ones here. It does not allow for connections against, what was it? Or does it? I forget. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've connected these against the bricks ones, so I guess we'll try that out later. But I think it's only for Pendulum 20th fighting. If you want to prove me wrong, just comment down below. I will gladly accept that info. The old style is for, let's say if you wanted to use one of these two devices here, you can actually connect it to one of these older ones. Oh. So, I see, what is he needing? Let's do a bit, he's wanting a bit of training, so we're going to do this real quickly. Sorry, I got interrupted by him needing something. And we don't want to ruin their care because we're trying to get a solid path. Oh, I don't know why I keep shaking. And there you go, we got a nice solid victory. But yeah, so talk about the thing I was trying to talk about earlier. So if you go into battle, the Pendulum, there's 20th and old. Old is referring to devices that use the Pendulum system for fighting, which in terms for VPETs is pretty much the original here, and the Progress. These two use the Pendulum system, and that's what they did for fighting. Now, this does mean other devices did use the Pendulum system as well, but those were Digivices, which aren't really VPETs, they're little pedometer connections. So, bit of a difference there. So, it's one of the little fun little things you can know about that. Because the Digivices, I think I have one down here. Do I? Which one? One of these has it, because I can actually show off another battle here. here we go. So here's another one of the little devices here. And you see, we've got Hawkmon. And we're going to go through... see, which one was it? Let's see, go into this one. Go into this one, do Pendulum, let's see, Battle. And if we go to Old, I think it's this one. And do this one. Sorry, we're gonna have to hold off a minute. Oh, no, that didn't work. It's probably looking for other, yeah, it is. Let's see. So you're gonna go to other here. And do it this way. Yep, there we go. It's looking for an old brick connection. So yeah, that's an old brick connection right there for you. You see it does a little individual weird shot. This one can do pendulum fighting. I just have to remember which option it was, but this one does have a little multiple connections there. And of course, Ikakumon won against the wonderful Hawkmon, sadly. But yeah, there's our little fight there. And if I wanted to, we can go into, well, do this one more time here. So you go into this device here. Nope, nope. See, it's been a bit since I've actually used this device. Is it this one that does it? Oh, nope, nope, not that. It was the first option. And was it this option? There you go. So I see it actually made me do a little mini game there. And see. We'll do old on this one. So do another little shaking mini game here. So there you go. And there you go. There's a pendulum fight for you. Sorry, it's been a while since I've used this device. But there we go. And you see it has a little health bar on both sides there. Pretty cool. And that is an old pendulum fight for you. It basically puts a health bar on them as a little pendulum fighting system. And that's pretty much the old pendulum fighting for you. It is pretty cool that these pendulum devices do come with many options of fighting. And as we just showed off with the original D3 here, we got to go through an original fight and a 20th style fight. Now, a nice little difference between these between this device and something like the older pendulums is it doesn't cheat to do the victory thing. So for those who don't know, the original pendulums were always meant to be stronger than the devices it was connected to. So that's how they got around with fighting against older devices. In these 20th devices here, as you see, it layers out with 3 different battle systems, just so it doesn't do the whole, like, cheat to win type thing, which is pretty cool in my opinion. It is nice that they made it to where the other device can win against these newer devices. So good on Bandai for actually making it like that. And let's get on to the actual tournament system here. So, as you know, in the last video, we showed off the singles, but this time around, we get to show off the tags here. So, as you see, we'll pick out Digimon, and yeah, you can actually swap out which one goes first and which one starts. There's our Digimon that we're fighting here, and it's still another shaking game. So, let's get into shaking this a bit more. And there we go. So pretty much the same thing again. But now we get to watch them swap around and do little fights. Now I will say tag is actually probably the was it easier tournament to go through, I think. Though if you do have a weaker Digimon, it is really hard to go through. So it is kind of a half and half type situation. you can easily go through this tournament with a Copymon. So, let's say if you're wanting to use one Digimon in Copymon and then use another one in Copymon, that is a very good way of going through the tournament in a way. So we might be able to actually go through tournament on this blue device here, because since we're using Digimon over here, or Digimon, he can actually get to Ult Force, and Ult Force is actually a pretty decently strong Digimon on this device, so we might actually have some success going through the tournaments. And hopefully, Ikakumon, when he evolves to his final stage, we could go through a bunch of his fun stuff, and hopefully he will be strong enough for the tournaments as well. But that is pretty much the whole little tag system fights right there. And we'll give them some food, because they do get a little bit drained. But it was pretty cool showing off all the little connections and stuff right there. Same thing can happen on this device. I'm not going to pull out the D3 again, because it's just going to be the same type of stuff again. But we'll get to do the same type of little battles here. And it is still the same sort of thing going on in this device. And we pretty much just have to go through it like this. Now, you can combine singles and tag fights, by the way. So, you can combine them. So, like, let's say if you need 15 battles, it's just looking for 15 battles. You're not needing a specific 15. So, you can do half in battle, half in tag, and half in single. Or do, like, 3 in single, and then do the rest in tag. It's not really looking for much most of the time. So, it's one of the fun things you can do. You can sit down and battle with other devices, and it just counts it all, pretty much. Which is pretty fun in a way. And there we go. There's our fun little victory for us there. This video is a bit longer than normal, so probably going to start ending it now. Basically, after this video, I'm going to sit down, do the fights for the new set of champions, because now Digimon are the champions. So the fun of that is I do basically sit down and grind out battles. Whatever, currently, it doesn't not bother me. At least on these devices, I can sit down and grind them out in an easier fashion, with them being like battle independent instead of using a secondary device to do battles. These do not connect to the Wonder Swan, by the way, for anybody curious about that. They do not fight with the Wonder Swan. It even mentions it in the manual for these things. So, it is actually very much not Wonder Swan compatible. Which is kind of sad, but so I really can't sit down and grind out super easy battles. But it doesn't matter. The device, the whole little championship mode itself is pretty easy to go through. So, we're good there. And like I said before, you can just keep going through the first round over and over and over again, and that does count as a way of battling. Which is really awesome in a way. But I usually try going through a little bit more than that half of the time. But we're going to sit down, go through the battles. I'll probably just do singles, because I don't know. Or maybe I'll do tags. I don't know. It doesn't really bother me in any way. Probably do singles, though, because I can usually know how many shakes I have to do for single tournaments versus, tags. I'm not that good at doing the whole tag thing. Unlike the brick one, where I know, like, specific number codes of how to do, like, ultra hits and stuff like that. I don't know how to do that on these devices. I don't even know if they have ultra hits or not. That is, like, one of those things where the shaking concept is kind of weird. But, like, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know how many shakes it takes. I know it's not too many shakes. It's not like the, later versions of the original Pendulum, like the Pendulum X or Pendulum Progress, where, like, they can have, like, a crazy amount of shaking required. These basically follow a lot of the original rules where, like, I think the max, like, for most of them is, like, 10 shakes that you usually want, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't keep up with the whole shake count type thing. I just shake and hope to win, pretty much. I just know you gotta keep the numbers low half of the time, so it's one of the fun little how many shakes do I need type concept. But that is pretty much it for today's episode here. We'll be going through battles and just enjoying some mons, or I'll be enjoying some mons. So hopefully y'all enjoy this video. If y'all want more little fighting concept videos later on, just tell me about it and I'll try keeping up with that. I do have some other Digivices. Well, I have one other Digivice, really. I don't have that many. It's one of the sad little moments in my life. because Digivices are quite expensive usually, but I do actually have a detector, so if y'all want me to do a battle with the detector, I can do that. And we can use the other Digimon that's on the D3 as well to fight, because why not? I have the fun with all those devices. And at some point, I am looking towards getting a DCOM or ACOM, so if anyone asks me about online battling, I'm currently looking into doing that. I used to have one that currently broke, so I'm going to have to look into getting a new one. So online battles will be a thing at some point. I just have to find one that will work out for me. And I also have to figure out how I want to record that type of stuff, because I'd like to do that like in a sort of live stream manner. I don't know. It'd be kind of a cool little concept for me. But that's it for today. Thank y'all for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye-bye-bye. And there's no little tag post today, because didn't get any tags for today. So if you want to join in on this wonderful series and be a part of it, you can tag me in your 20th run currently and show off all that fun. But that is pretty much it. Thank y'all for watching, and see you later. Bye-bye-bye. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.